Hello there, my name is PolishLynx and welcome to the irae Amantes. Shiro inhaled a mouthful of smoke, looking up at the changed sky with mere emotion in his soul. A giant castle hung in the sky instead of the moon. On my team, it majestic at first glance, a joke at the second. Its sheer surrealism shattered nonsense into countless pieces. Those assholes were probably waiting for the upcoming battle with bated breath before this final interlude. Or perhaps they were simply waiting for the preliminaries to end. He could almost see them looking down at him with anticipation, popcorn bags in hand. And they all likely placed their bets in favor of his opponent. They awaited a show they knew the conclusion to, and decided to watch only to witness exactly how it all unfold. The purple smoke he exhaled got caught up in the wind, vanishing without a trace. He smoked his brand primarily for the taste, but now he could feel nothing. His body decomposed nicotine in mere seconds. Having an impregnable body was not all fun and games for sure. Realizing the fact a bit too late, Shiro twisted his lips into a sarcastic grin. A nostalgic sight extended beyond the fence. It might have turned to a graveyard, but it was still the same old place. There was not a single shadow or light in the city below. His amplified vision confirmed it without a shred of doubt, inviting a certain kind of wistfulness to his heart. He snorted the emotion away.
いかんね。どうも。どこかの誰かさんじゃあるまいってのに。
A sort of sentimentality so unlike him. But that sucker would probably revel in the emotion, spouting a bunch of incoherent embarrassing bullshit that made no sense. He had no one but himself to blame for being called a baby-faced romantic. He didn't mind being labeled a weirdo, only that other thing, an inexplicable guy for sure. Their whole life had been like one long joke. They'd cause a mess whenever they had the time. One would sulk but go along with it, while the other went crazy, no holds barred, all the while walking him. Then they'd both get burned. That sure was a laid-back life. He spent his days searching for the stimulus he craved, but that was way too much excitement to cope with for the other two. He knew he only caused them trouble. He probably knew from the get-go that he should be the first to leave the circle. From the very moment the three first met.
けどまあ、それじゃあ悲しむやつがいたし。
The guy did everything in his power to protect his normal life. He, realizing that it'd fall apart sooner or later, tried to end it all right away, but he pleaded in a way to have his dream extended. That was one thing the guy was completely helpless about. And in the very end, it would of course be Shiro to deliver the final blow to his false world. As such, this was merely the second round to their earlier brawl. Shiro merely did what the guy lacked the will to do by himself. A long overdue continuation of that day.
よう、遅かったな、レン。
He'd help him discard all those things he held oh so dear. There was nothing more to it. I stepped on the roof, only to be greeted by the sight of my worst friend leaning against the fence.
シロ。
ユサ君。
A chilly voice replied. Shiro welcomed us in the same laid-back fashion he always had. He was completely unharmed, just the way I remembered him. It filled me with so much happiness I almost wished to thank him.
生きていたのか。さてね、どうかな。ま、幽霊ってわけじゃねえよ。足あるだろ、俺。
It was a pretty silly question, admittedly. He gave me a mocking grin, but even that made me glad.
だが、ちょいとな。無事とは言えるかどうか怪しいけどよ。なあ、わかるだろ
？Our hearts resonated with each other. From that I could tell Shiro had turned into the same thing as me. I could smell the stench of blood on him. I could remember the sensation, as if someone had purified palpable brutality and made a stew out of it.
そういうこと。ご覧の通りだ。ブラムストーカーには悪いけどな。消化が悪くてこのざまとは、なんとも情けねえことだが、仕方ないとは言えねえわ。悪かったな、レン。ここにいるのが俺だけで。
He rubbed needles into my face all over again. I could feel my heart cooling down, the joy I felt moments before dissipating along with the warmth. I'm glad that at least you pulled through. I was robbed of the words I had intended to greet his return with.
なんつうか、えらくごっそり行かれたよな、お互い。ちょっと見ない間にえらい様変わりだ。
ああ、そうだな。お互い気づけばこんな姿だ。学校に制服着ずに来る羽目になるなんて、不良のお前みたいだよ。
言ってろ問題児。来ないより来て問題を起こす分、教師から疎ましがられてたのそっちだろが。俺はめんどくさかったから老けてるからな。おかげで専攻からの受けは良かったはずだぜ。
バカ野郎。手に負えないからって放任された奴が言うことかよ。
ああ、そうだったか？
Of course, Jesus Christ, it was him and his lack of common sense that kept getting us me and me in trouble. A nostalgic conversation. All we talked about was dumb stuff like this, and we never thought of it as anything special. That was how our daily lives used to be. We repeated this kind of thing day after day, and I thought we'd be able to keep it going for a long time. But now, my life had turned to a mere shadow of what it used to be. Its normality ravaged and torn to shreds.
しかしまあ、こうして話したり、バカやる分には変化なしなんだがね。なんていうか、いろいろ変わったな。鬼を切るために鬼となる。毒に対抗するには毒持ってくる。まあ道理としちゃテンプレだろうけど、お前からしちゃ不服だろう。まあ、今回ばかりは俺も同感だ。取るやつ間違えたわ。鼻が曲がりそうにくせえ。匂い取れねえよ。
そうだな。むせ返りそうだ。
Both our bodies harbored alien souls, ones that had since irreversibly melted into our own.
変化のない日常ってやつを壊してみれば、残ってみたのは伽藍堂か。笑えねえ。もうちょいうまく立ち回ってりゃ、お互い満たされてたりしてたのかもな。
意味のない家庭かよ。お前そういうの嫌いじゃなかったか？
嫌いだね。ヘドが出るぜ。そんなこと言ってるやつは、やっぱりろくなやつじゃなかったしな。本来そうなるはずってやつが仮に用意されてるなら、ねえ。たく、運命論者は立ち悪い。
I suddenly realized something. She looked only at me, without even glancing at Moira's direction or asking if she was okay. He gleefully went on to chat with me, occasionally casting his gaze at the sky or sometimes the town below.
シロ。
I don't know why, but that filled me with an inexplicable feeling of anxiety. A grin that I'd been used to, the same old attitude I remembered. Yet he seemed somehow far, almost forcefully removed from us. Why?
ユサ君？
頭沸騰してるイカれたやつに限って、決まってるだの、そうするべきだのと言いやがる。さすが、頭湧いてるだけはあるわ。気色悪いったらねえよ。それも二流や三流どころじゃなく、そう追い詰めといて嘘吹きやがる。いや違うか。一級品のクソ野郎ってやつは大方そんなもんだったわけだ。 有言実行の占い師なんて詐欺の代名詞だろ。予言して自分で起こせば的中率はそりゃ100だ。この通りがまかり通るってもんよ。後で文句言っとけ。俺が主役じゃないとか、盛大に配役ミスってるってよ。
シロ、どうしたんだよ。お前一体何言ってるんだ。
さあな。
Shiro completely ignored humor, instead spiraling into a rumble. He spat out the words like he was reading them from a script.
で、だ。
He glared at me for the first time tonight.
お前、何その女生かしてんの？
And said something completely incomprehensible.
シロ、お前何を。
My words were interrupted by a near suffocating level of bloodlust filling the air.
おいおい、正気かね。てめえこそ何言ってんだよ。ボコられすぎてボケたか？地方か？若年性健忘症か？
だから、なんで先輩を生かしているとかそんなこと。
ああ、それね。別段不思議なことじゃねえだろうが。簡単な理屈だろ。じゃあお前が鈍感っぽく振る舞えないように、もっとわかりやすく言ってやろうか？俺たちがこんなざまになっている元凶と解決策を、どうして放置してるんだって聞いてんだよ、俺は！
His words were soaked in unmistakable killing intent. Shiro seriously wanted to kill her.
お前、ふざけんな！
And I couldn't just ignore it. I couldn't bear the thought of the last two people I held dear wanting to end each other.
ふざけんな、なんだよそれ。何考えてるんだよ。
Well, technically the most logical solution, yeah.
八つ当たりそのものじゃねえか。ありえねえ。そんなこと言うなよ。なんで言うんだよ。そんなこと言うようなタイプじゃねえだろ。キャラ違うじゃねえか、シロ。
何言ってやがる。言ったろ。解決策ってよ。感情的になってんのはどっちだ。一回頭冷やしてよく考えてみろ。
He answered my violent outburst in an infuriatingly calm voice.
今の状況を何とかできるかもしれない。俺はな、さっきからそう言ってるんだよ。そこの不思議ちゃんぶっ殺せば、それで全部丸く収まるかもしれないぜってな。
So I don't like that solution. I tried to listen, yet his words carried irrevocable conviction. For I'm pretty sure he's just trying to get Ren angry in this situation, and, well, fight this way he definitely will.
考えてもみろよ。レン、仮に俺とお前が今から組んでだ。そんで都合よく友情パワー発揮して、あいつら全員蹴散らせるだとか？おいおい、本気で思ってんのか？
それは。
無理だわな。ガキでもわかる。
Shiro, who had only recently attained his Achnenerbe, me who couldn't get through to Mari anymore, and on the other side Reinhardt and his battalion of 3. This power balance was a complete joke. The various scales would laugh us out of the room.
つまり力じゃ結果は見えてるわけだ。お前も言ったろ？連中は怪物だ。手に負えねえよ。まともにぶつかったらコッパみじんだ。
Technically, a very drastic solution. How about you two stop doing what you're doing, get out of the town, grind your level a little bit, and try going after them now? I know it's not a nice solution.
けどよ、それでも連中まだ完全じゃないんだぜ。要は、これをどういう間だって取るかだろ？
どう取るって。いい方向と悪い方向にかよ。
そうさ。まだ奴らは全力じゃない。だからまだこっちを自由にうろつけない。こう考えてみると話は全然違ってくる。
Only 7 swastikas were opened. They need one more to completely manifest in the physical realm. Those demons had left a trail of destruction in their wake, but they had yet to fully enter our world. Even without being at their full capacity, they had enough power to vaporize the whole town, Or maybe they could vaporize only one town precisely because they still hadn't reached their peak. Considering their power, the situation seemed hopeless. But what if we instead looked at what limited their activities? A devilish revelation dawned upon me. An idea from the other end of the spectrum. I had completely forgotten. These bastards had powers to rival nuclear weapons, and yet they couldn't get out of...
なあ、よく考えたら笑い話じゃねえかこれ。下手すりゃ国一個ぐらい軽く消し済みにできる奴らがよ。今じゃ廃墟になった町で王様気取りだぜ。それが精一杯と来てやがる。
Shiro's lips contorted in the smile of a mischievous brat. Right, they couldn't escape the confines of this town. If the city itself was the Irrationality and this whole carnage was a ceremony to summon them, they'd be trapped in this cage forever, provided I never allowed them to finish it. All they had managed was to take over one meager city.
不幸中の幸いか。住人も全滅してる。これ以上誰か落ちぬこともないだろうしよ。気兼ねなくいけるぜ。あとはそこの心臓代わり兼生贄さえいなくなればいい。そうなれば話は簡単だ。このまま連中全員あっちに閉じ込めたまま俺らがそっぽ向けばいいのさ。息巻いて戦争しに来たってのによ。いざ気合い入れてみりゃ競争相手がケツまくってバイバイしてるなんざ傑作じゃねえか。おまけに次の可能性もなしだ。あいつらはやり直しすらできなくなる。
The Zoninkin bloodline would end with Himura. You sure? You sure? Are you damn sure? Like the critical gear of the intricate mechanism that had won no spare, they'd forever been denied one of the pillars of the Pentachroma. In other words,
そういうこった。勝てないんならな、戦わなきゃいいんだよ。それこそ永遠に。
I was rendered speechless. If she was right, then this was indeed the best way to seal away Reinhardt for good. Not by killing him, but by trapping him in a parallel dimension for all eternity. One could hardly call him alive in that state anyway. A perfect solution to subdue the disaster. Not by facing it directly, but by sealing it away. Their hell would never emanate in that state. But for that, we had to...
で、あとはそこそこ長く生きられる体になった俺らが、ここと似たようなきな臭い町だの生物だのをぶっ壊して回ればいい。目を片っ端から引っこ抜きゃ、連中が帰還することもなくなるぜ。干渉だ。そうなりゃあいつら仲間内で延々と殺し合うしかできなくなる。永遠にジーク入るって、狭い城の中でよ、G みたいに変わり映えしないメンツで生きがるしかないわけだ。はっ、ざまあ見やがれ。いい君じゃねえか。似合いだぜ。地獄の軍勢がこぞってお山の大将に早変わりだ。痛快じゃねえかよ。爆笑もんだ。腹抱えて指さしながら笑ってやろうや。だから、よ。
I will.
お前にできないってんなら。
Do it in your place.
あの時と同じように
I'll kill her for you, so just stand there and watch. I'll do it all over again. I'll do what you should have done ages ago. Faced with that wordness, oh, my patience had reached its absolute limit. Not that you have any patience at all.
ふざけんな。ふざけんなよ、シロ！そんなこと認められるか許容できるか！先輩を殺すだと、そんな選択肢俺は絶対に！
ふざけてんのはそっちだ！いつまでもその理屈が通る場合じゃねえだろうが！
Our screams filled the air as intense pressure choked my neck. His eyes sparkled like that of a beast, reflecting the kind of genuine anger I hadn't seen in years. A fissure opened between us. The goals we each tried to accomplish separated irrevocably.
寝ぼけてんなよ。俺はマジだ。ラリってんなよ、レン。目ん玉磨いて脳みそ丸洗いしてからよく考えろ。霞は死んだ。エリーもだ。もうてめえが今さら意地張る理由なんざな。 丸ごと奴らに奪い取られてんだよ。言ったろうが、他ならないてめえ自身がなくなったら帰ってこない今あるものを大事にするって、ありゃなんだ、どういうことだよ。今と比べてよ。失ったら他のもんにすがりつくための言い訳か、違うのか。そんなしけた面しやがって、まだ甘いこと言ってカッコつけやがって。今のお前は残ったもんが石ころだろうと宝石だろうと何の区別もできてねえ。全部取り上げられた後になって落ちてたもん片っ端から抱え込んでるだけのクソガキじゃねえか。帰ってこねえよ、みっともねえ。どこ見てやがる。未練タラタラさせやがってイライラするぜ。
He gritted his teeth, letting him move a face contorted by rage. It hurt sinking like that. It hurt more than anything. I felt like I was being crushed alive.
そうさ、帰ってこねえんだよ。何も何一つだ。なのに吹っ切れることもなく、化石みたいな理論いつまでペラこいてやがるんだてめえは。悔しくねえのかよ。殺してやりたいって吠えてみろよ。
Agreed?
こっちもケツに火がついてんだ。時間がねえ。お前がどう行動しようが、俺は俺のやり方をやらせてもらう。
時間だと。おい、どういうことだよ、シロ。
The animus waned from his eyes for a moment. He made a self-scorning grin.
俺もな、死ねばあそこに落ちる。くたばったら即、積み上げられたドクロの一山になるんだよ。驚くほどのもんでもねえよ。当然の理屈だ。
He snorted, pointing at his own heart. The source of the demonic blood that once belonged to a vampire, the engine of the human body, and the wellspring of the lubricating
俺
oil.
はビルヘルムから奪い取ってここにいるんだぜ。あいつが手に入れた呪いとやらも、そっくりおまけでついてきてんだよ。死ねば即刻あちら行きだ。抵抗もできない。猶予もねえ。一発吠え面かかせてやるには、今しかないのさ。最後に勝ちを狙って何が悪い。
He was right, but Renfuji rejected it with every fiber of his being.
お前こそ何言ってんだよ、シロ。らしくねえよ。弱気じゃねえか。俺とお前であいつらを倒せばいい。簡単なことだろ。勝手に見切りつけてんじゃねえ。優等生面なんかやめちまえ。バカじゃねえかよ。バカだろ俺たち。大人が手を焼く問題児だろ。ならそれらしくいけばいいだけじゃねえか。かっこつけてんのはそっちだ。賢そうに切り捨てる算段なんかすんな。
We should open the last swastika and go kick the ass of all those motherfuckers together. I'd kill Reinhardt. I wouldn't let him or die. We'd all survive. Why couldn't Shiro make such a simple and obvious choice?
何を言うかと思えばそんなことかよ。じゃあ聞くが、お前どうやってここのスワスチカ開くつもりだ。
それはあいつらの誰かを。
バカが。それじゃ無理なのさ。
He denied my idea in a single breath.
もう残ってんのは俺とお前だけだ。この世の連中はラインハルトの一部だからな。倒しても意味がない。ここをこじ開ける生贄にはならねえよ。
Well, technically, we were able to do that in other fruits. Kind of. And there were no people left in the city to act as a sacrifice.
そんな。だったら。
I could feel the blood rush out of my face. To kill Reinhardt or to steal him away, we needed a sacrifice, no matter which one we picked. But now that I think about it, did we really need the sacrifice here? Can't all three, like, get the hell out of there? I had to cast aside something I held dear. There was no other way. He was telling me to choose either him or her, to decide which one of them meant more to me.
そういうこった。で、お前は選べない。だから俺が選んでやるっつってんだよ。昔からそうだろうが。だだこねていい子ちゃんぶってるお前は、結局最後までどれも選べない。霞か俺が選ばないと、お前は糸の切れた風船だ。八方美人しやがって。 この状況でもきっちりかましやがる。
Shiro gave me an exasperated look, then started towards Himura. I could feel murderous intent in his steps. I caught him by the shoulder. That was one thing I couldn't let him do. There was just no way I could. My hand began to tremble. Shiro's gaze pierced me like a knife, like he was blaming me for what he said earlier. He stood so close, yet felt so far away. I understood. I really did. He was right. I couldn't make tough goals on the fly like he could, nor could I confidently pick one thing over another. I admit it. Shiro, you've always been ahead of me. I couldn't move forward while weighed down by everything I tried to pull with me. That was the main reason behind all the defeats I suffered during the past few days. And also why I... I'd held her dear. I considered her irreplaceable. And she wasn't the only one. I couldn't acknowledge it. I simply couldn't. I didn't want to lose even the final drops of my treasured memories. I wouldn't sacrifice one thing that meant the world to me for the sake of another.
お前何簡単に俺の大切なもの切り捨てようとしてやがる。なんで勝手に俺に許可なく馬鹿げたことやろうとしてんだ。俺はお前を死なせない。先輩だってそうだ。失いたくないんだよ。切り捨てていなくなるなよ。そうなったら俺は
Might stop viewing you as a friend. Whatever the circumstances, I'd be forced to consider a friend that, for better or worse, I'd been inseparable with as my enemy, even after he came all the way back from the depths of hell to meet me. Well, technically, a raising friend might be the solution as well. But that would mean the castle emanating in the world. I couldn't take it. I wouldn't let him make me do it. I wanted him to always be around, or hell, he could be far away for all I cared, but I wanted him to live and be his usual self.
だからやらせない。価値なんてつけるか、優先事項なんて知るか、できるかできないかとかも知らない。守ってやるつもりなんかねえ。俺はお前に絶対殺させない。お前の価値も失わせない。
In the end, I couldn't make either choice. Shiro gave me a meaningful look. He said nothing, no answer, complete silence, a few seconds that seemed an eternity. After the brief period of hesitation, Shiro made an expressive smile before shrugging his shoulders.
まったく、この博愛主義者は。
His features lost their severity as he ruffled his hair in a troubled manner.
いつまでもペラペラ。メルヘンぶっこいてるんじゃねえ
！The world suddenly turned upside down. I tumbled down the concrete of a roof after receiving a ferocious punch straight in my face. My vision grew dim. Stars danced before my eyes as I was about to blank out. God fucking damn it! He put all his strength into that punch!
すっ込んでな！あんたは後だ。
Himura was about to hurry up to my side, but his words made her freeze. I turned over to meet his gaze.
怒ったかよ、地頃野郎。どいつにもこいつにもいい顔して、あれは嫌だ、これはダメだ、その上これまですんなってか？だから結局最後は誰かに寄りかかってんだよ。おんぶに抱っこかよ。いい年してよ。何でもかんでもすぐ誰かに与えちまうから、そいつがアキレス腱になっちまう。自分だけでどうこうしようとすんのもその裏返しだろ。誰かがいなきゃ立てないからそっちばっか見て、挙句自分はそのざまか。バカがおかげで回春しかしない大バカになっちまった。どうしようもないね、こりゃ。立ちながら寝てんのか。
なんだと。
違うのかよ。
I sluggishly rose to my feet, invigorated by his patronizing look. I glared back at him, unable to take his pomposity anymore. Not finding my indignation in the slightest, he returned to my look with a chilled gaze, but could feel his lust for battle in the air. Memories flash before my eyes, not for knowledge but something that truly happened. We had already faced each other here 2 months ago. 2 months that now felt like an eternity. Yet that fight forced us down separate paths.
来いよレン喧嘩の続きだ銃だの刃物だのじゃねえ俺とお前の蹴りを今使おうじゃねえか
I had no idea what I wanted to say anymore. I just howled like a beast. Our arms crossed in the air. Words of fingers and grunts of lament kept pouring forth from my lips.
ふぬけてんじゃねえよ腰が入ってねえぞ
A feast dug into my solar plexus. He put his entire centrifuge of force in the punch. I resisted, for only to be met by a backhanded strike aiming at my neck.
なめんな聞くかよ寝ぼけんじゃねえてめえ
My vision went to shit, my knees staggered. I instantly straightened myself and launched a kick aim at his side. Our attacks crossed again, exploding in a cacophony of mutual pain. I could barely see anything anymore. Sheer will only kept me on my feet. At this point, I relied on raw instinct to guide my punches. No one could stand between us now. No one had the right. We returned back to that day. A fist fight that came close to a fight to the death. We kept punching each other until our bodies broke and we could move no longer. Both had something we couldn't let go of. An event that severed a decade-old bond. Out of nowhere, he said that he'd be taking off, that he'd let out our secret out.
なんでお前はいつも
Leave us behind. A punch interrupted the words, but my intentions must have gotten through.
お前が行けるのに行こうとしないからだろうが
Our thoughts had been conveyed. We exchanged punches in rapid succession, letting the raw sounds express what our hearts
そ
felt.
んなに行きたかったかよこんなとこまでこんな場所まで
当然だろうがだいたいお前はいつももどかしいんだ同じことばかり飽きもせずよずっと思ってきたぜ俺はこいつはどうかしてる頭おかしいんじゃねえのかなんでこんな奴がこんな普通の日常を楽しめんだろうってないい機会だ頭かち割って中身どうなってるか確かめてやら
Gave me an all-out punch that kept hammering away on me without rest. The emotions we kept both lamps spilled forth in a raging torrent like water through a broken
こっち
dam.
だって同じこと思ってたんだよなんでこんな破天荒キャラが俺の隣にいるんだろうってなんでこんなどうかしてる奴がいるんだって
All he did was cause trouble. And after things got out of hand, he'd always, without exception, come to my place and unload it all
ス
on
キル
me.
が欲しいなら勝手にやってろよ決まって俺を巻き込むんじゃねえ
人の性格にケチつけてんじゃねえよトラブルメーカーが
てめえどの口で言いやがる
That was me. We. That was who we must have been to each other. We kept punching each other with the same thoughts racing through our minds. We're both in a horrific state. Broken bones, torn skin, fists covered in gashes. Yet we refused to let up. We couldn't.
ああそうだな決まってぶっ壊すのは俺だお前ができるのにやらねえもんだから毎回苦労してたなおいうまく思考を凝らしてよお膳立てまで整えてあとは一番かき回してくれるバカ呼びに行って楽しんでた尻が重たいんだよ床でくっつけてんじゃねえそんなに嫌ならどっか行きゃいいのにてめえいつだって俺のこと待ってたろうが
誰がお前のことなんか待つか
待ってたろうが興味がないふりだけしやがって見え見えなんだよどうするべきか分かっていながら やりたくないってほざいてばかり。ざけんな。いつまでも痛いんならそこで膝抱えてろ。嫌なら目つぶって耳塞げ。心臓動かすなボケラス。邪魔なんだよ。それが一番いいって答えもない。代替案も出せないくせに。
The two sounds of torn flesh, filling their thought grew even more intense.
俺のやることなすこと勝手に寝踏みしてんだ。
Our faces became embodiments of our emotions, our punches further amplified by our inner turmoil. All those screams reflected how she already felt. And I admit them, I know right to flee.
答えが出てんのに躊躇すんな。それっぽく振る舞ってチャラになるか。いい加減目覚ませこの無双野郎。だから
He understood nothing. That was the answer I chose.
ざけんな。渡すかよ先輩よ。勝手に行こうとするお前のことも。
So basically, you are getting defeated. Basically, yes. I swore not to lose to anyone else. He could call me an idiot all he wanted. But he had to pick his jaw up from the floor in the end. He was the one whose eyes were clouded. I choked in the power of my ideals, even there was no answer in there. Even it was no more than a childish tantrum, I'd still...
生かすかよ。ここにいろ。シロ、俺はお前に奪わせない。そしてもう一人でどこにも行かせねえ。
Would he open his eyes already? This was normal for us. We'd always been like this. Who would ever care about Reinhardt his hell? Could anyone ever stand in our way once we teamed up? Yes? That's what we had to show those bastards. We need to make them regret that they ever underestimated us. We'd shown them our combined...
だからそれが
The depths of my emotional turmoil must have reached him, and yet...
寝ぼけてるって言ってんだよこのバカ野郎。
His fist crushed in my face, completely destroying my sense of balance. Mercurius. Up above in the empty sky, a shadow looked down upon them and cackled. Seemingly at the pinnacle of bliss, the jester had his lips contorted in the shape of a crescent moon, relishing the event. Wait a second, if he's there, then you can use him as a sacrifice as well, right?
素晴らしい。なんという喜劇、なんという友情か。予想以上だ。感激だよ。しびれが止まらぬ。同型すらしいよ。交差する思惑、互いの意地、信じているのはその論点か、はたまた相手自身をこそか。その願いはどの終点を目指している。希望まで無形の混沌ではあるまい。君らは譲れぬ結末を描いて、互いを誇りに思っているのだから。ああ、見ておられるか獣殿。あれぞとも純粋なる情愛の活劇。我らが歓喜の幕開け。私とあなたが形にすることのできなかった語らいを今我らの慈しみが歌い上げてくれている。
The Mercury magician found himself intoxicated by this unanticipated miracle. Its radiance and grandeur knew no bounds. It managed to jolt alive even the most trusted cards, setting ripples along its lake of everlasting tranquility. Sorrow, attraction, empathy, passion. Their dance left him spellbound. Sink and bury your hearts. Clash them against each other, twin mirrors. Collect them reflected light, incessantly blinking between you two, and wield it to illuminate the path to the final act. Turn your foolish belief of a brighter future into reality.
素晴らしい。その一言に尽きる。いや、それすら足らぬな。弁には自負があったのだが、言葉にできぬ。できていいものではない。したくない。指揮者の仮面をかぶり、あの葛藤を形にするのは神聖さに泥を塗る行為だ。見守っていたい。 久々に思ったよ。終わってほしくないとさえ。ああ、君たちは本当にどこまで私の瞳を焦がすのだ。語り得ぬ者は沈黙しなければならない。よく言ったものだ。君らにもこの言葉を贈ろう。まるであなたのようではないか、マルグリット。
At the end of that question, the Guerrero of Twilight screamed in a teary voice. Please make them stop, this is too cruel! I screamed like a prayer. His sorrow tore her to shreds from within. She wished to stop that pain, yet remained utterly powerless. All she could do was cling and wail. Screams, joy, whimpers, confessions, nothing could be discerned in this cacophony of family emotions. They all merged and raged like a storm inside Renfuri's breast. Like water and oil, certain emotions could not mix, causing the moody whirlpool of torment to accelerate further. The boy's heart would cry out in anguish with every hit. Blood, blood, blood. He was covered in wounds numerous beyond counting, yet still he refused to stop. The whole thing made her heart sink. She wished it would stop. She wished he would stop crying. His heart had experienced more than enough suffering. She pleaded for them to stop with every fiber of her being. Yet all that answered was a divine voice. An exquisite, maddening glaive-inspiring theater of the sublime. Blood still danced in the air where he pointed his fingers. How did I not notice him? The skin on their knuckles had been torn away. Their hearts screamed with every hit, yet they did not shed a single tear. That made her sad beyond words. How could anyone call it beautiful? A discord in perception caused the last remnants of the girl's trust in the jester to wane. She followed the shadow dreadful. He found his gaze fixed on a spectacle that might lead to his death disgusting. The way he considered that dreadful scene a prized jewel to be praised was beyond revolting her mind. She prayed for his flowery rhetoric to end, yet the shadow continued.
友愛を抱き、互いを壊して形となす愛の証明。同時にそれは互いの心情を汲みながら、そのために憎悪で拒絶した絶縁の嘆きでもある。矛盾だ。矛盾がなされているのだよ、マルグリット。さながら空を飛翔しつつ、深海へ潜航しているかのような高等無形さだ。踏破し、脱却し、上理を置き去って旋回するひばり。奏でるさえずりの応酬が羽をむしり合うたび反響し、心地よく世界を満たす。羨むしかあるまい。脱帽するよ。彼らは今この世界に二人きりなのだ。魔導に頼るのではなく、ただ築き上げた絆で私のくびきを跳ねのけている。いかなるものにも縛られていない。すべての感情を瞬間に永劫と等しく感じ取り、それすら流れ落ちる被爆の一滴。凄まじいな、素晴らしいな、止めることなど誰にできよう。
Okay, that last line. What if there would be someone? And even before that, it's happening in a second. A dissonance of actions and emotions. Nothing constrained their feelings or behavior, and now they spilled over with no actual meaning. The emotions boiling inside them were a geyser of out of control. They poured forth without limits, nor any hint of ever stopping. So would manifest if they felt sad. Joy would come into being if something made them happy. Transcending common sense, their destructive exchange stirred an amalgam of emotions in their hearts, and that would continue for an eternity, even after they had been broken, until one's waterfall would wash away the others.
信じている。しかしなぜかその願いを砕いている。憎しみより激しく、愛よりも慈悲深く。それはなぜ？
Incomprehensible. A casual relationship seemingly inexplicable to an
認め
observer.
られぬから奪うのではない。認めている。その道を羨んでもいた。だから与え、けれど奪い、されど無視して、そして通り過ぎながら絵師を望む。
A battle most incomprehensible to a third party. A rift between hearts, to try and close it. The only choice was to let all emotions rush to the surface, even if they stemmed from different premises.
彼らは今語り合っているのだ。かつてないほどに激しく誠実に。君をこう見ていた。君をこう感じていたのだと事細かに叫んでいる。相手に分かってもらうために、分かってやるために、分からせるために。
That kinda makes sense
思
for
い出を語り合い、大切で仕方ないとその持て余した感情をぶつけ合っている。そこにくだらぬ虚飾は一切がない。すべて剥ぎ取られ、裸の己をさらけ出す。なんと素晴らしい。これぞ魂の決闘だ。ああ、何回だったかね。美しい顔が歪んでいるよ。また婉曲的だったか。ならばこう言おう。理解できぬかね。私もそうだ。故に美しいと感じる。
Love? Death? All the pain? Being forced to break something precious while crying inside. No, she couldn't understand. That couldn't have been true. But the girl was powerless to stop
理
that
解
too.
できぬかね。私もそうだ。故に美しいと感じる。
How truly exalted. His heart danced and eyes sparkled as he bore witness to something that broke free from his yoke. He would see this play through to its finale, observing that frightful display with the look of an innocent child. The entirety of his being had been completely charmed by and glued to the spectacle, experiencing a kind of thrill that had engraced his being in eons. He felt grateful for the unexpected gift his own creation bestowed upon him. Yet, as he lost himself in applauding the spectacle, Mercurius failed to take notice of something. That the girl's desperate pleas for help, a maiden whom he supposedly held in the highest regard imaginable, fell on deaf ears. A misconduct that should have been impossible for someone of his caliber. He ignored the prayer of his own goddess. He placed the thrill of his heart, whatever its shape or form might have been, above her. A grave mistake. With its heart at long last scorched by the flames of passion, Mercurius unwittingly failed to keep his most solemn promise. And even now, the laughing jester remained blind to his mortal folly. That his own body had been taken captive by a marionette's string. Oh boy. They kept fighting each other till the bones in their arms broke, and would continue it till neither of them could move. It truly was a renascent of that day. They had exchanged over 100 blows already. Only? Nonetheless, they continued with miserable cries escaping their lungs. They kept crushing their broken bodies against each other. Despite the countless wounds glittering their bodies, their hearts cried out with enduring vigor. I've yet to teach this obstinate bastard enough of a lesson. Whatever had been on their minds, they loaded to rain down upon the other. With screams, with gritted teeth. Were their feelings conveyed, or had they melted into the nether, never to be noticed? But his ulterior motive alone remained hidden within the deepest recesses of his heart, breathing silently like a wolf stalking its prey. He conveyed all his feelings through his fists, and he did. This fight was needed to carry out his scheme.
昔からよ、毎度こんな感じだったよな。 いつまでも飽きやしないお前ひっぺがしてよ。その度に毎度のこと切りやがる。めんどくせえ。
それの何が
悪いんだよ。鬱陶しいんで俺の美観に抵触してイライラさせやがる。ガラクタいつまで抱えてやがる。なくしたんだよ。いい加減残像にまですがりついてんだ。
It's all junk. You've got no reason to sacrifice yourself for it. I'm trying to liberate you, and this time I'm serious. And you know how far I'm willing to go at times like this, don't
勝手
you?
に背負うな。命かけて決まって意地あるところ間違いっぱなしなんだよ。頼んでもねえのに人の理屈へ突っかかってきてんのはどっちだよ。ああ
So give up on it already. This shit won't open unless you kill me. You can't kick all their asses like this. Told you I'm fucked. They got me cornered. Yeah, cornered. So even you can tell who's supposed to just pack up and exit stage left. I know you can't kill him, duh. Even if there was a glint of truth in the shit I spouted earlier, I still end up as part of their hellhole after kicking the bucket. Fuck that, and that's right, Ren. I'm always aiming to win. And so I'll send you over there, even if I have to kick your ass all the way to the sky myself.
ってのにお前はこねてちっとも大人にならねえガキのままだ。
You've got to win, right? You're trying to win, right? You really want to go there, right? Aren't you trying to win? You are, aren't you? You wanna go there, am I right? Then why the hell are you counting me in? Who are you to always decide the numbers? The boss is back, idiot. So leave me behind. Seriously, listen to me for once,
この
friend.
青が気合で何でも解決できりゃ世の中宗教も法律も生まれてねえよ。イエスもブッダもアラもいるか。どうすりゃいいか言っただろうが。知ってんだろ。気づいただろ。ならいい加減腹の一つでも男らしくくくりやがれ。
Now think about clickbait like that. Who needs Jesus, Buddha, or Allah? Holy shit. That title would
あ
destroy
の
me.
人殺されんのが嫌なら俺をやって切りつけてこい。勝ちたいんならそれぐらいやってみせろ。アマちゃんが奪われたから奪わないって成人かよこのボケ。その女守りたいならぶっ殺してやるぐらい言ってみたらどうだ。
ふざけんなって言ってんだろ。そんな理屈俺は。
Of course, you'd say that. I knew that much.
どれもごめんだ。お前を捨てるなんてな、言われたら絶対やってやらねえ。
Selfish as always, I see. You wouldn't give it to words alone.
じゃあなんだ。どうすりゃいいか言ってみろ。人の考えた案にケチつけててめえさっきからあれは違うこれは違うとそればかりじゃねえか。オウムに話しかけてんじゃねえんだよ。自分の言葉ぐらい一つや二つ吐いてみろ。
だからそれも言ってんだろうが。地方こきやがって鶏頭が。
Stop calling people idiots, idiot. But we're at a stalemate like this. Understand it already and never
俺は
calm it.
お前に先輩を殺させない。あの人を守り抜く。もう誰にも何者にも傷つけさせない。
A stubborn bastard, true and true. He knew that, thought it was only natural for a man protecting his woman. The Ambas thought he was in the fucking Victorian era. It didn't suit his girlish face one bit. How could he run his mouth and spew that cringy shit all day? Hell, sure himself found himself embarrassed by
そ
his
してお前
tyranny.
も
There was one more thing the idiot simply
お
wouldn't
前
let
の
go
こ
of.
とも見捨てない。大切なんだよ。勝手に見限れるか。はかりになんてかけられるか。なめんなよクソしろが。
He just couldn't let go of his friends, the idiot. Well, that's flattering, but we've got no other choice now, school. You know just as much as I do how this is our best bet at the
うる
moment.
せえよ。それでどうにかならないから手詰まりなんだろうが。
うるさいのはお前の方だ。寝言かましてるのもそっちだ。俺はそんなの認めない。何度だって言ってやる。か 抱えて進んで何が悪い？俺とお前でできないことなんて何もねえ。今までも今もこれからだってだ。俺は俺の理屈でお前がいれば勝率が上がるからやってんだよ。
The street was full of empty bravado, clinging to his nonsense with absolute conviction, like he seemed to truly believe in it. For fuck's sake, there was just no getting through to the guy. That was why Shiro had to constantly go to such insane lengths to do anything. The bastard needed to realize just how much of a burden his naivete was on him.
お前となら勝てるだろう。
Damn philanthropist, cut the bullshit already and stop obsessing over everything with such religious zeal. Why can't you be satisfied with one thing and go already? Damn philanthropist, cut the bullshit already and stop obsessing over everything with such religious zeal. Why can't you just go and be satisfied with
俺た
one
ちは
thing?
そうだったはずだろう。腹立つけどお前はすげえよ。組めば無敵だ。そうだろう。
God, rein in your homo tendencies already? And stop boasting about this shit. It's making my ears rot. Hell, I'll go
売
fucking
られ
deaf
た
in a
結果
minute.
なんだぜ。なんで買わないんだよ。逃げだろそれは。だから殴り込みをかけるのは俺たちだ。欠員出さずにあいつら全員ぶっ倒しに行くんだよ。俺と先輩とお前で勝つ。3人で勝つんだ。誰も負けない失わない。最高にかっこいい完全勝利。それが俺たちの勝利だろ。
Yeah, that's awesome. For the illusion, a final battle with the three of us, losing to no one. A complete victory worth a Saturday morning cartoon. We pat each other on the back and ride off into the sunset. Happy end! Well, don't forget the rule about no free people on bikes. Motorbikes. This is the rule from the previous chapter. I think previous. Or 2 chapters away. Whatever. Well, that was the rule, okay? You know, no, it was, I think, the previous one, actually. Yeah, definitely. Chapter 3. Mark's route. No free people on motorbikes. Not that it's freaking legal, anyway, but yeah, no free people on motorbikes, remember. That always causes bad situations. 4 people on the bike. Anywho, you know, that sounds pretty sweet. Except it's too fucking late for it, damn fuck. We've lost too much. You can't reach a happy ending with everyone safe and sound when half your friends are already dead. So,
だからあんだぜって俺は言ってるだろうが。
we attack the guy in the
知るか
sky?
任しろ。お前が考えんだよ。大得意だろうがこういうの。
He screamed the words while delivering an uppercut. This had reached a stage where it was nothing more than a childish tantrum. Shiro returned the favor with an elbow thrust. The hell is that? You're really a fucking idiot. Where the hell is all that unfounded confidence coming from? I've told you it's impossible. Already got a plan. All you gotta do is go along with it. How many times will you need to hit me before you're satisfied? I know. I can tell. Don't think I'm an idiot. You know I've got a good nose. Ren, you're already on a level where you can easily kill someone like me. So why the fuck are you still hitting me? If you don't project humor, then don't humor a childish bro like this.
お前な。
The guy was this close to driving Shiro insane.
何人に頼ってんだ。飾りかその頭はよ。
Why in the hell are you betting everything on someone else? Don't trust others more than you trust yourself. With that I have to agree. And then you even go and overestimate me, just to add insult to injury. I've gotten worse, you're a fucking retard. Their screams grew louder and louder with each consecutive hit. And within the deepest recesses of Shiro's heart, pumping demonic fire blood through his veins, 2 voices could be heard, one on the verge of crying, another mocking in stone.
お前がなんとかしろよ。何お前の女殺そうとしてるやつ当てにしてんだ。
Stop bullying, Kasumi. Your rocket is driving me nuts. I know you're doing all this whole I'll cry in their place think, but I'd rather you keep that for later. Jesus Christ. And you, Ellie, stop cheating and do something about her. I've been doing a pretty bang up job with my acting till now. You think I deserve an Oscar? Anyway, shut up. cause I need to keep this sore look on my mug for a while longer. I've got to make him move forward, to finally cut me off. Sorry for bringing you two into this. I forgot to mention my plan, but cooperate with me for now. And we got to go get him to the final battle.
ルイかよ、お前を当てにして。何でもできるんだろ、自称ヒーローさんよ。
自称はどっちだ、このコメディリリーフが。
Waves of sick emotions kept surging to the surface from both of them. They exchanged a series of heavy punches for what must have been the 100th time. For the second time, the 100th... yeah. A cross counter straight to the jaw. They both staggered, their consciousness growing dim. But they soon shrugged off, and resumed their brawl with summoned screams. What left his lips was neither a scream nor a breath.
ねえ、楽しいか。
He answered the blow into his solar plexus with a knee to the face.
俺はマゾヒストじゃねえ。
そうかよ。俺は。
A blast. The thrill of nostalgia spread throughout Shira. He was having as much fun as of that fateful day. The same words, the same sentiments, yet he couldn't let him know. Only the blood coursing within him knew the truth. And so he cut his word short, however unfortunate that was. He balled his hands to fists, only to raise them again, all in order to force Ren to kill him. A clean hit. I couldn't have blotting out the groan as the bones in my nose shattered to pieces. Blood gushed forth with such ferocity it rushed back in my trachea. But that still wouldn't stop me. Quite the contrary, our brawl intensified even further, continuing as the pouring blood painted the rooftop a vivid hue of crimson. I had no time to pay attention to Humor's tortured gaze flashing into my peripheral vision. My body was broken over. A normal man would have been long since passed out, but my augmented legs refused to give in. I couldn't fall. That alone was something I had to avoid, no matter what. I couldn't lose Himura, even if for a fleeting moment. We would create a time where both of us could smile, just like on the day. So...
いい加減倒れとけよ、レン。何、簡単なことだ。目が覚めたら終わってる。このまま気持ちよくおねんねと行こうや。俺が選んでやるよ。保護者に任せろ。ガキみたいにわめいてりゃいいさ。もう止めねえし、どうでもいい。そうだな。お前はそういう根性なしだ。ギリギリのとこまで来て、なのにいつまでも綺麗なもんばっか見て玉いじってりゃいい。できないことはやってやるさ。汚れなくていい。あの時みたいに、今までみたいに、俺がその分切り捨ててやるから。そろそろうぜんだ。落ちとけよ。なあ。
I told you that was one thing I never let you do, Shiro.
落ちるか。落ちるのはそっちだ。何が保護者だ、ふざけんな。俺は選んでるんだよ。お前に。
I wouldn't sit still and listen to his accusations. I might have pushed some of the dirty work on him, but none of that was intentional. From the very beginning, I only ever had one choice, and so I'd never change it. I couldn't. I might have hesitated, I might have grown confused for a while, but no matter how much I thought about it, I'd arrive at the same conclusion every single time.
背負って叫んで何が悪い。誰にも言わせねえぞ。
空っぽになった今でもかよ。
だから空っぽなんかじゃねえ。無価値になったなんて決めつけんな。
I wouldn't let him say that Rahimura was worthless, or that he himself was worthless. See, bits of my regular life were still here. The whole two of them. No one robbed me of them. I haven't lost them and I could still fight for them. Renfuji only had two hands, so that was as much as he could carry around with him. Remembering all I'd lost would fill my eyes with tears, but I had things taken away from me. I was tormented by regrets. I cried and screamed like a miserable child. Yet I still had enough power in me to withstand his punches. I still had two treasures left. So,
縛りつけてでもお前を止める。
I wouldn't kill him. I couldn't let him turn
道を
worthless.
作るから、そうなったらついてこいよ。
This time, I'd go ahead and carve my path for the both of us.
何？
He better appreciate it. He always had being the first in everything, every single time, so I feigned ignorance, knowing it would be lame of me to admit it. If there was no Shiro to pull my hand, I would have probably spent my whole life sitting inside the cave, inside the safe confines of my room. Ever since my early childhood, I never took an active role in anything in my life. Eventually I might have grown to shun the outside world completely. Despite craving novelty somewhere deep within my heart, I lacked the very concept of being anything by myself, and he was the one who kept rescuing me from this solipsistic stagnation.
お前、頭打ちすぎて自己分析もできなくなったかよ。キャラじゃねえだろ。似合ってねえよ。飽きもせず延々同じこと繰り返せるようなイカレ野郎が生こいてんじゃねえ。できねえ。やれっか。そりゃ俺の領分だ。だから。
いや、今度は俺がやる。俺がお前を連れて行く。
Sorry, thanks, be grateful. I'll open the path with my
な
own
ん
two
での
hands.
タコ、言っただろ、俺が主役なんだよ。いつまでも脇役に切り込み役任せると思うな。全部いいとこ取りしてやるから。だからお前を止める、絶対に止める。何も奪わせない、切り捨てさせない。俺が何とかするのを黙って見てろ。
And all that left my lips were curses, but I thought he understood. I buried my face in a completely ruined body, my own handiwork. My eyes hurt, my throat burned, and cursed my own stubbornness for not being able to communicate my true feelings to him in any other way. But we both were fools, and that wouldn't change even if we died. I knew that much. This would happen all over again every time we met. I would have never said that in sober state, but I could be more honest with myself now. His behavior and ideas were almost certainly the complete opposite of what I aspired to be. To be completely honest, everything about him offended me. He wouldn't just piss me off occasionally, his very presence would irritate me. I couldn't understand why someone like him would associate with me. It was like a bad joke, me being friends with someone who could have very well crawled out of a fairy tale or a textbook. And yet, Drew would always achieve results, regardless of how crazy a method he used. I couldn't keep my eyes off him, no matter how much I wanted to avert my gaze. Would his heart also light up with envy when our eyes met? Did he never consider, even for a moment, that he'd want to try my lifestyle, despite how much hate he expressed towards it? Back then I couldn't admit it even to myself, but now I can, and will. I've stayed with him, despite being thoroughly annoyed by everything he stood for, and not only because he would share the secret.
俺のできること任せない。
A clandestine aspiration that I could have never chosen, yet wanted someone else to give shape. I realized I was proud of you, who embodied my secrets, yet impossible to achieve
渡さねえよ、
hopes.
逃げてねえ。ただでも何でも俺がこうするって決めたんだ。お前に投げて勝手に解決されたのを後になって受け取りなんてしない。もうお膳立てしなくたっていいから最後までやらせろ。信じてみろよ、楽勝だぜ。俺はお前のバカに付き合ってこられた男なんだからな。
I was grateful to him, but he'd already done enough. He pulled me all this way, taking care of all the shit I refused to. I wasn't gonna let him take the bad guy role anymore. I was gonna spit reason in the face, and show him convenient development that even he could only dream of. At the end of this despair-laden road with 3 throats, I'm gonna present him with a desirable future. That'd be my atonement for everything I'd done to him till this day.
おいおい。ねえ。てめえいつからそんな偉くなったよ。俺のやってきたこともできるようになる？お前が？本気でそんなこと思ってんのか？まったくなんだそりゃ。こいたな。おい！
He answered with a feral grin and a savage punch. My body bent like the letter C, and I almost fell to my knees after taking his punch. I could almost feel the burning hatred and animosity in his fist.
いいぜ。のぼせんな。 俺に勝てるかよ。ちんたらやってるお前が即決速攻のこの俺様にんなこと一度もあったかよ。
さあな。だからこれが最初だ。
ふざけよ。やってみろ、永遠の青二歳が。
やってやるさ。
I dodged his attempt to grab me and punched him in the face instead. I followed it up with another punch, another, then I got 3 punches back in turn. I could hardly raise my arms anymore. My legs barely moved, refused to fall. I couldn't fall. With 3 punches in such quick flash that I couldn't even tell where I got hit. Still, I kept my glare locked on him, my consciousness clear and alert, straining my muscles even further to put an end to this battle. We had stopped trying to convince the other with words, knowing it was futile. We were far beyond the point where that would work. We merely continued flailing our arms and legs, chopped to the bone at this point, at each other. Pieces of meat and spurts of blood danced in the air. Our wills clashed against each other in almost audible cracks, our roars droning out our wails. The intense pain torturing every cell of my body would not subside. I could feel even my mind aberrate and fall apart little by little. Sound vanished from my ears. The surroundings grew white as if bleached. I felt as if something strange filled me. In there I could feel an odd sense of unity, an inexplicable but pleasant sensation. I felt as if the two sides of the coin clashed against each other, to unmask, again, or expose all the parts we lacked. I could barely hold on to my consciousness, ran and danced around in a dreamlike haze. All I could feel was pain, yet it also felt somewhat distant. For the first time today, I made a faint smile. For an ephemeral moment, my consciousness truly left me. I entertained an Atman. My true feelings poured forth through my gritted teeth. There was one thing I liked to shiver about. Back then, and now. Fighting him was beyond aggravating, but just like him I too. My consciousness returned, our heads had crashed on each other in a deadly headbutt, spurts of blood shooting from both our foreheads. I lost my vision to a veil of crimson. I could make out the gleam of someone's eyes in the red scenery. A gale assaulted me. He put his all into that fist, hit the trump card he poured all his remaining power into. I was falling, he had destroyed my footing, and his hands shattered my bones. My flesh was torn, with the bones in both my legs breaking at the same time. Willpower alone wouldn't be enough to put me on my feet now. Standing erect had become a physical impossibility for me. My vision swayed, I could barely see anything. My hearing grew up, and I could barely feel anything else. I couldn't even register the wind tickling my face. My consciousness grew dim and... I wouldn't give in. I sent the final reserves of my strength to reinvigorate my legs. That's right, Shiro. I made the promise, so just this once, I'd protect you. I wouldn't give in. I'd make a decision myself. Emotion fierce and abrupt as a scream. All the bones in my body cracked as I crashed to him, shattering his body in the process. His body crashed down the concrete of the roof, bounced back into the air to the same moment of his fall, and tumbled further down to the cold floor like a broken doll. I couldn't even tell if that image struck me with a guilt or pride. Everything seemed as if in slow motion. I gritted my teeth so hard I could taste blood, and stared at his crumpled, still struggling figure. His red coat was all soiled in blood. There was hardly an uninjured spot on his entire body. I couldn't come up with anything to say with my consciousness all dizzy and fluctuating. I limped closer to his side. He didn't try to attack me, our physical capabilities aside. The spark of bloodlust had been extinguished in us both. Both our hearts found respite in that last exchange, and so we had no reason to stand up and continue the fight. All that was left was to officially seal the matter. It would all come to an end, but... My voice trembled, after a long silence, a trite line that was all I could come up with. The sheer idiocy of my declaration nearly made me want to cry. There was something to be proud about it. Hell, it all reminded me of the pain.
Ah, ちくしょう。負けたか。まあ、いいか。お前になら。
Yet I was answered by a seemingly satisfied voice. She made a peaceful smile and turned over to face the sky. All strength had left my body as I heard those words. My feet gave in and I tipped over, unable to resist the force of gravity pulling me down to the hard concrete. Himura rushed to my side and, not mind getting her hands and clothes soiled with blood, caught me before I could crash to the ground. I no longer had the strength to answer her. Well, not that crashing or not would actually change anything, right? Her desperate, teary-eyed look made my heart bleed. It was pretty lousy of me to make the one person I want to protect the most worry this much. Our savage fistfight was not something to show to a girl. If she were in Himura's shoes, Kasumi would have been bawling her eyes out right about now. She probably was, but you don't know about it. Shira knows about it, and...
なあレン。いい喧嘩だったよな。こりゃ。
A certain someone still went on with his nonsense. It made me sad not having been able to stop him any other way. I couldn't feel the savage pressure from his carefree tone anymore. For whatever reason, the way he went back to his usual self only served to reignite anger in my calm heart. What the hell was this? Why did it piss me off so much? Exhaustion overtook my body in the wake of the heat of adrenaline leaving it. I inhaled deep breath, the oxygen rushed into my lungs, helping me regain myself.
何がいい喧嘩だ。最悪の気分なんだよ。おかげで体中ガタガタじゃねえか。余計な手間かけさせやがって。頭は冷えたかよ。まだってんなら、もう一発行くぞ。
そりゃ無理だな。なんせ常時煮立ってるもんでよ。これくらいじゃクールダウンしそうにないわ。しかしまあ、ほんと厄介だな、お前。ちっともこっちの思い通りに動きゃしねえ。たくよ、結局こうなんのかよ。貧乏くじは毎回俺か。たまんねえな。
わけわかんねえよ。やっぱ殴ってやろうか。
やってみな。10倍返ししてやるよ。
His voice sheltered a barely perceptible hint of joy. Shiro slowly rose to his feet. He still looked like a run-over dog, but most of the smaller lacerations on his body had already closed up. The regenerative powers of the Achtelberg within our bodies kicked in swiftly enough. He confirmed the fact with a slight smile, and let out a sigh. It felt like the thing was mocking the pain we had to go through to reach this stage. It kind of pissed me off.
しかしまあ、青臭いな、お互い。いい具合に意地張って、バカみたいに声張り上げてよ。間抜けっ面つき合わせて、そんでボロボロになって。なんだこりゃ。まるで80年代のドラマじゃねえか。使い古されてるのに、自分でやってみると意外に歯応えあるってやつ。世の中、意外とテンプレも捨てたもんじゃねえみたいだな。試してから文句は言うべきだって。なんつうか、これもまた今更か。ああ、そうだな。悪くねえ。お前みたいなバカとバカやるのは、いつだお前とだったから、俺は楽しめたのか。
ヒロ。
I thought my bro said his unusual tangent. He, who'd always been bored by practically everything, now wore an undeniably satisfied smile. It didn't fit him. It was in complete discord with his personality.
仕方ないじゃねえ。今のお前ならかけられる。悪いな。やっぱこいつは俺の役みたいだ。最後はマジになっちまったけどよ。これだけはちょいと譲れそうにない。
シロ、お前何を。
He didn't answer. Instead, he suddenly directed his gaze to my side, interrupting me.
先輩も悪かったな。安心していいぜ。そいつのそばが世界で一番安全だ。離れなければ生き残ることぐらい簡単だろうよ。なんたって無敵の主人公様みたいだから頑張りな。適性云々じゃなくてあんたがこいつのヒロインなんだ。
え、ユサ君。
いい女になれってこと。応援してるぜ俺たちは。
His voice rang like a warning. He limped to the fence and turned back towards us. He no longer minded the pouring blood in his broken body. He merely gave us a long, hard look at as the calm and silent wind slowly cooled our skin. A broad smile suddenly appeared on his lips. His eyes growing dead, serious.
で、お前は勝てるよ。
Go ahead. Raise some hell for us. So he did that, in the end. A gunshot reverberated across the roof. A wisp of smoke rose from his right hand. Shiro abruptly and unexpectedly pressed the gun against his own temple and pulled the trigger before any of us could react. My brain refused to comprehend the scene before my eyes. A headless corpse crumpled down to the ground. The souls it contained escaped like air from an popped balloon, rushing the confines of the swastika. It appeared to have also swallowed the blood we shed while hitting each other during our brawl. This meant that the whole swastika was now complete. That the path before me had finally opened. The road I needed to follow. In other words, I had attained the means to enter the castle, but...
シロ、お前。
Reinhardt would finally be able to materialize.
そうするつもりだったのか。
He ended up being one step ahead of me, like always. What I treasured above all else, something I could never discard. The very thing I wished to protect the most. He returned with utmost ease, then left us. One of the last two trash drops I had left spilled out of my hand and vanished into nothingness. What the fuck are you laughing about, you piece of shit?
素晴らしい。感動したぞ。見事なり。なんと心の躍る決闘。我々の凱旋にはふさわしいファンファーレだ。
Somewhere deep in the sky, the beast laughed atop the finally materialized devil's throne.
なかなかに震えたよ。その友愛。破壊に行き着いた女王の姿。私の理想とするものだ。それほどまでに友と語らったことは我々にもない。ケイラのそれに比べれば、我々は互いの影に語りかけていたようなものだと今自覚した。喜ぶがいい。誇れ。そして自覚せよ。その大義、噛みしめて、むせび泣くがいい。友の亡骸を抱きしめたかろう。死後すら私に囚われたぞ。血の一滴、骨のかけら、髪の毛の一本すらKの元には残っておらん。 覆したいか、この結末。ならば参れ。ここに K の倒すべき敵がいる。
The sound of army boots reverberated across the hall. The time had come to depart for battle. The Legion of the Dead let out a deafening roar as their king once again stood at the peak of his divine prowess.
さあ、待ち望んだ宿敵の誕生を祝おう。
The king raised his tremendous wave of the throne and took a step towards the battle. In that moment,
カール、我が唯一の友よ。私は再び K と語り合ってみたいのだ。感謝しているのだよ。K は約束を果たしてくれた。全力を出すに足る舞台を見事与えてくれた。しかし
his golden eyes pierced through the emptiness at his side.
続けるその視線、もはや終わりにしたらどうだ。上座では見えぬものがあろう。先の一幕、まさにそれだ。我らすべてたやすいと見限り、思考せぬまま秋を嘆いていたのではないかな。試してみようではないか。残っているものはすべて。私はそれを学んだ。我が友、カール・クラフトよ。
He voiced his friendship with a smile on his lips. The golden beast was indeed ready to take action and would not wait for an answer. He's gone mental or something? Wonderful, most wonderful indeed. Yeah, that's actually his favorite phrase. Such splendid bands of comedy, tragedy alike, and marvels opening like no other. His heart skipped a beat. Their friendship dazzled his eyes. Ruination taken by overflowing gratitude. Such unparalleled beauty.
もどかしい。歌い上げたい。詩に書き留めたい。本へと綴り後世へ伝えたい。恋願うよ。とどめたかったほど。心から喝采しよう。君を作って本当によかった。誇りに思うよ。我が代役。君が息子で私の鼻も高いというもの。素晴らしい完成度だ。今こそ賛美歌を捧げよう。その出生を誕生を認めよう。君は我々の福音となったのだから。
The face trembled with joy, his blessings breathing only harm and curses. He thanked his creation for bequeathing it all to them, and marveled at its helpfulness. The curse known to sloth, the shackles of motherhood. He resembles nothing but a poisonous snake as he sung his cursed blessings.
さあ立ち上がりたまえ。敵が来るぞ。君から何もかも奪った彼だ。女神の剣を手に取りたまえ。残った矜持を振り絞れ。そうだともまだ全てが終わったわけではない。片手が自ら離れてももう一本その手に癒着した重みを感じているはずだ。一つでも大切なものが残っているならやるべきことなど決まっていよう。戦うのだ。己が全身全霊をかけて打倒せよ。奪い去ったそのことごとくを弔いのために再起せよ。取り戻すのではなく突破するのだ。最高のレクイエムを聞かせておくれ。失われた君のすべてに、取り残された君自身に、これから失われる我々のために、それこそ君ができる唯一の歌劇。なくしたものは戻らないと知っているから。だからさあ、なぎ払いたまえ。新世界のために、旧世界へ居座る玩具猛獰万象あまねくすべて、その歌声で。 我らの古傷を淘汰するのだ。
The devil's words rang with a silent heat. Mercury, from a seat in the cosmos far beyond human comprehension, showered dictator's prize, his heart burning with ambition outside the human realm. With his shadow. And the girl upon whom his desire fell felt a void open in her heart.
嫌だよ、こんなの。みんな死んじゃった。
Not all of them. Indeed, they had all died. She let them all die. Well, that's bullshit, not you. People whom she loved and desired protect just as strongly as the boy. All those dear souls that could have been her friends. Now she understood why Ren had been so desperate to stop all this. He knew. It was not a question of taking action or yielding. He was not afraid to get hurt, for no physical pain could compare to this choking sensation of undiluted torment. She finally understood it all. She wasn't hurt, but her heart creaked in pain. She didn't know, could not imagine. One could get wounded, not only through hitting or getting hit, but through the pain and sorrow of others. And that was why being surrounded by smiles made everyone happy. It made everyone wish to protect them. Pain meant little with their support. He had endured it all, facing terrors without a shred of fear. Yet now,
嫌だよ。私、ひどいことした。
he was forced to bear it all, simply because she ended up connecting with him. No, it's not! She had been, without a doubt, one of the perpetrators of this tragedy, handpicked by Cagliostro. He, in his malice, might have chosen her, but it was her hands that pulled the trigger. It was all unquestionably the fault of Marguerite Breuil herself. The pure maiden, in her innocence, was unable to shield the blame. As long as there was no one to forgive her, she would blame herself for an eternity, even if but a snippet of sin proved to be of her making. And only two beings in the whole cosmos had the power to absolve her: Renfuji and Mercurius. However, the former was currently lost in anguish, while the latter was too intoxicated on unbridled jubilation. No one noticed the wailing goddess, no one wiped her tears, and as such both of them failed to realize the change taking place within her. A lethal fracture ravaged and spread across the script. This is not important. What's going on there is very important. Wait, what? Out of the area, then Jesus asked something. Evil spirit, what do you want? Or something like that. The devil's castle began to rumble as a colossal magic circle appeared in the sky. The thing seemed to have finally returned to the physical realm. A certain emotion hit me like a wave, or rather rained down on the whole of the town. Jubilation, joy, David laughed, conveying his cursed blessing with applause. It was praising me, telling me I was wonderful. The voice burned my throat. The earth trembled in the wake of those mere two words. My anger bent the very air around me, making me the world creak. I clenched my fists so hard my nails dug into my palms. My vision clouded over. There was noise in my ears. My pain vanished. My overflowing emotions were infused with even more strength, more and more, as if they were breathing power. You stole my treasures. How dare you! How dare you turn my life into this shit show? You laugh at having turned my joy, my daily life, everything I treasured to shreds. You boast of defeat. You even took over my partner. You dare smile in satisfaction up there? You dare call this whole thing exquisite? You dare laugh at me from above, urging me to come?
てめえらみたいなクズな集まりが揃いも揃って何こいつを値踏みしてやがるんだ。ふざけんじゃねえぞコミクズどもが。とっくに死んで腐りきった内まみれの頭でこいつを測るな。ぶっ殺すぞ。
My enraged hole pierced the void above. I'll make them pay, I'll kill them all. I'll decapitate all of those bastards, there'll be no escape. I'll annihilate them until there's not even a speck of them left. I'll teach them what it means to mess with us. I'll drill terror into their bones. I'll do the fucking reparation right out their chests. I'll show them how irreplaceable Shiroyusa was to Ren Fuji. And make them fucking wish they were in hell.
そこにいやがれ。俺が貴様らすべて二度と戻らないバルハラへ突き落としてやる。
More power surged in my body, altering it even further. Holy at those rotten devils in the sky at the beginning of our final battle.
よかろう。かかってくるがいい。
その奮戦に全てをかけよ。期待している。踊れよ主演。
The words of the two grand pillars reverberated inside the core of the castle. The heart of Wavelsburg silently listened, unable to hide scorn from its soul. A mere trace of motion, but enough to send the whole contraption crumbling down. For the eternally impassive Emer's crunch to turn into a deadly venom. He kept swallowing all and everything, and his digestion could not keep up. Lie. You possess things important to you. You certainly do love everything, and you love me. Yet among all those equal to you, there is but one who remains special. Those words were the truth. He could not hide it. It was the one true emotion that burned in his father's heart. Not Isaac, not his stubbornness, not his mother, much less the so-called adversary rushing up the steps. Ever since the beginning, he had eyes only for one. The hollow shade that presented him with all his power. The heart of the Devil's castle trembled irregularly without a soul noticing. He hated him. He despised Craft. Why was it him, a friend, and not his own son? That one truth stirred the very source of everything. If he possessed human ways of expressing emotion, he would now be gnashing his teeth in a tsunami of uncontained fury. How dare you? Why? I won't forgive you. You will pay! Despite knowing that remaining calm and tranquil would be the optimal way to serve his father, he nonetheless was unable to contain the filth rising up and boiling within the deepest corners of his heart. Grim Resort had the gear of a perfect mechanism. A stone snuck into the engine. A bubble emerged in the fuel. The whole thing creaked. Its efficiency decreased, with its incessant ripples growing stronger and stronger. The entire thing calmed in a moment, returning to normal. Likely as a result of its pride being the core of everything, the mechanism resumed its regular operation, hiding the truth of its momentary disruption like it had never happened at all. He concealed his emotion of envy, without a word either physical or cognitive. Isaac resumed his role as if nothing had happened. On the surface he returned to his impassive state. But inside it wasn't like that, right? But there was a single exception to the fact. One could not physically touch nor communicate with him. Even with his own master Reinhardt, he barely exchanged more than a few words. He viewed others as nothing more than scarecrows. Only the imperious shape of the beast would register in his golden eyes. There was no other soul he would care to connect with. As such, given the framework of his mind, it was impossible for his inner turmoil to seep outside to anyone. Superfluous noise was undesirable. He needed but one. As such, no one would notice. He would merely linger in the crevice between despair and envy for all eternity. If he had really been a single organism, that is. She noticed, right? A new piece, so very similar to himself, had been on its way to him. The other Zonenkind. His substitute, a piece of similar function and importance, it alone could catch the waves of his emotions. Yes, it was.
怒っているのイザーク。ううん。違う。これは
She ascended, drawing closer, step by step. The ape swastika had opened, and Asura was drawn into the castle with the advent of the event. She came into contact with that soundless turmoil of the core. She held the souls of her dearest friends tight in her arms. Those that sacrificed themselves to open their path. She ascended upwards into her own battlefield, not letting their souls leave her side. She could feel intentions once hidden through her fingertips. She shed a tear at their warmth and once again swore to face the essence of the Colossus waiting at her destination. She would keep her eyes open this time. She would listen to the sound of its heart. She would convey everything to Isaac and tell him what he truly felt. She would save him.
それをできるのは私だけだから。
Well, there is no one around, so no, she's the only one as the Zonenkind. The emotion burning a hole in his heart, a feeling everyone had experienced at least once in their lives. They had to tell him that what he felt for his father was the most natural emotion known to mankind. They had to talk. It was precisely what she, herself kept her eyes and ears shut to the truth, had to do now. He would doubtless reject her. It was unlikely he would lend an ear to her pleas, but that was just fine. A few difficulties were exactly what she, who kept running all her life, needed. Even if his heart had been filled to the brim with indifference and resignation, she wanted to believe her feelings to be just as strong. Isn't that right, everyone? So,
待ってて、藤井君。
I'll make sure to be of use to you. Directing those words at the friends they had lost and the man she loved, Rapplank to the destitute whirlpool ravaging the heavens. And that's the moment we end the episode. Okay, Mephistopheles, Sun King, God von Berchtingen, Zamil Zundau, Hrolibet and Zarathustra, alive, Shambhala, all swastikas. Chapter 12, end. Oh boy. Alright, hope you enjoyed it. It was a longish episode, but there was no point in cutting it short, right? I could literally divide it into 3, going by my rules of only half an hour episodes, but from time to time you have to break the rules, right? And it happens a lot lately. Anywho, hope you enjoyed this episode, and in the next one we are going with chapter 13, which will probably be the last one of the truth. But it doesn't mean it will be the last episode of the game. Anywho, for now, hope you enjoyed it, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.